So hello and welcome everyone to part 2 here of the launch of the Gnostic Takeover University on the day of the Trinity anniversary, when this channel here was born. My first online presence felt on the airwaves of the internet, and lots has happened since. I've already gone through the Saint Corona experience, and I'll take it right from there again. Okay, so I've just said and talked about information alchemy. This is what's going to be coming your way, the most amazing and most important, powerful information that I've received from 14 years of work, as well as through the plant medicine work that I've been doing. You'll get information alchemy to deconstruct, demystify what may seem as complex and put it back to simplicity so everyone can receive the knowledge. This is the power of the medicine. The power of the medicine, meaning the plant medicine. Pictured here is a cup of ayahuasca, and from what I've learned and what I've been pointed toward is that the Holy Grail is actually a drink of a cup of a very specific substance that connects you to forces of ultimate power. That's where again I welcome everyone to Wonderland. You're here in Wonderland. We don't talk about the mundane, normal things we usually talk about. No! We go deep here at the Gnostic Takeover. Life is about depth. The great joy we can feel deep in ourselves, as well as the deep seated fears that come up, that we can transcend and become the power to be reckoned with. The power of the medicine cannot be described in words. Okay? And what we try to do with the Gnostic Takeover University is to be the direct conduit, a direct medium of the medicine and the message of the medicine, which is all about the truth that will heal us from the crisis we're in here on earth, and take us and activate our higher intelligence, our natural intelligence, our innate intelligence, heart-based intelligence, and create the new paradigm with this activation. With the power of the medicine and with the medicine work that I've been engaged in, I was basically called by ayahuasca and later also by Datura to do this work, and through this work, ever since the day the war went hot, we have received the template to take back the earth. So it's been more than a year now, ever since agents of this control system have trespassed on our property, and that's when they attack directly, they've already lost, because through that, and it just so happens that in the ceremonies on the 10th and the 12th of February in 2022, that was 2 weeks before they broke into our house, it was our intention to receive the template of the new paradigm. It was our intention to receive the template to take back the earth, and everything that is your intention, you will receive. So we have got the template to take back the earth. The only thing is, we just have to unpack it. This is what still needs to happen. Because the last year, as I've already said, we have had to deal with the own traumatization that we went through. That's why shadow work is so fundamentally important. In this work, we have to unpack all of this information. And that's what we're doing with the Gnostic Takeover University. That's what's happening here. Everything, all the information that we've gathered, and lots of information has been shared here on this channel in the last year. However, what is missing still is ordering this information in video form, in PDF form, in articles, blog articles, in books. There will also be books that will be written. Liz has already started working on her blog post and writing up from the notes that we did in the last year. And that's what we're structuring here. So the information content that will be presented in the Gnostic Takeover University is going to be absolutely unique. It's going to be absolutely new information and well understandable for everyone, and it's the template to take back the earth. The solution is natural law. For anyone or everyone who's listening here who has delved into natural law and the work of Mark Passio, or when you've heard about natural law, you will have maybe found out that you don't have to look any further. This is the solution to the crisis, which is a crisis in consciousness. We need to elevate our consciousness, and we do that by integrating what is termed under natural law to come into alignment with the laws of the universe that are actually principles. Okay, they cannot ever be changed. They're natural law principles from the root word princeps, meaning first and foremost, the most important knowledge. The solution is natural law, and this is going to be the center of the Gnostic Takeover University. Everything will evolve around natural law. But the question is, but how do you apply it? Yeah, it's all good saying that natural law is the solution, but the big question to all of it is always, how do you apply it? Okay, this is where we're back with the trinity of input, processing, and output. It's no good just inputting information. We also need to make use of this information. And that's why I also say that it is a wrong concept that knowledge is power. No, knowledge is only the potential of power. The truth is that the application of knowledge is power. The application of knowledge is wisdom, and wisdom is power. And that's what we'll be talking about. How to apply natural law in the Mentalist channel. This is going to be sort of like the first course that will be happening on the Gnostic Takeover University, at the Gnostic Takeover University, because the Gnostic Takeover University is not just going to be on the internet. It starts on the internet airwaves here, and it will continue for as long as it has to continue. I see it as my life's work to found the Gnostic Takeover University, and it's happening today. However, it will also happen in the real world And that's where I'm really looking forward to. But you see, there's one step at a time. Okay, this is just the start. And the focus with me is on the process. So the course that you will be able to subscribe to is called the Mentalist channel. To become a master of mental forces, we'll be delving into psychology here. This is one of the main disciplines that will be happening on the Mentalist channel. It's all about psychology. When we know, okay, that it's an empire of mind control, we'll better know about the dynamics of psychology. Okay, and this links also to one of the principles of natural law, the principle of mentalism, that the universe is mental. It's a mental fabric that we are inhabiting. The reality that we are experiencing is actually mental in nature. And it's all about becoming a master of mental forces. This is what the Mentalist channel is going to be all about. And you see, we really had to learn to become masters of mental forces, to really get in tune with our own thoughts and our own emotions. This is about the hardest work that I've ever done. But it's worth it, and it need not be full of drama. It can actually also be a lot of fun. Okay? It's not bad. It's the reason why most people run away from their shadow work, from the work on themselves, and they lose themselves in the outside world. They don't want to do this work because they're scared, they're still in fear. But there is nothing to fear when you have good guidance. And this is what we wish to be here at the Gnostic Takeover and at the Gnostic Takeover University. Okay? We won't tell people what to do. We'll share the most important, relevant information and give guidance and be there for people. That's what's going to be happening. And you see, we, after they broke into our home, these agents of the control system, I tell you, all the fear for the police and for all the institutions just came up. And we had to face the fear of being taken out. And we have faced that fear. And that fear is no longer here anymore. You know why? Because I learnt it. Which is the reason why I'm creating the Mentalist channel. And that's why it's also here for you. And it's not only going to be about psychology, but also about law. Deconstructing and demystifying everything about law. It's not complex unless you make it so. And you can already see with psychology and law that we're covering a lot of ground. There's so much information coming your way. There will never be a shortage of information. And you'll see that with every week, because every week there will be a 1-hour presentation that I will upload for everyone who's registered for the Mentalist channel. And you'll see how week by week the momentum will grow with me and with the Gnostic Takeover, and the momentum will also grow for you when you join us on this journey of ordering the information that we have been given by the plant medicine, the template to take back the earth. In terms of law, we'll be going through the notice of liability process, okay? You cannot hold anyone of the control system liable unless you hold yourself liable, which means that we need to take full responsibility for ourselves. Here we go again. It's all about responsibility, because responsibility lies at the foundation not only of natural law and natural order, but responsibility lies at the foundation of all of life. It's the foundation of the source, and you as an expression of the source. So we'll be delving into that. I'll be showing you notices of liability that I've written. I'll be giving you tips. I'll be giving you insight into how the law system's structured. This will all be happening. And most of all, it will be about transcending the control system. This is a subject that I'm so passionate about. This is the Gnostic Takeover and the Gnostic Takeover University in a nutshell. It's all about transcending the control system, because the control system is dead. It's run on the energy of death. However, we are life, and we need to get out of the nightmare of death, transcend this control system, and create a new paradigm. You see, this is what has not fully been grasped yet, to my knowledge, to my feeling, that we're here on Earth right now. What the zeitgeist here on Earth is showing us right now is that it's ultimately about transcending the control system. It's about transcending this construct, however you want to call it, transcending the construct of the control system. That's what it's truly about. Right now, we need to get out. Do you want out? Have you had enough of what you have seen the past 3 years? There is a way out. We here at the Gnostic Takeover University have a way out. And I put my hand into the fire. I swear an oath on the one and only truth that I have the way out. And I'm going the way out, because I don't want to be told by ignorant people what I should do. And I swear an oath on the one and only truth that I know the way out. And I give my best to share this information with every one of you here. And it's time. If it's not time yet for you, well then people can continue on with the COVIDian cults drama. There's going to be more of it. Yeah. Roll it out. Not for me. No, I've said no. I don't want any of this. I have to respect. This is the conclusion that I've come to. Okay? Most important thing that I have to share with you in this moment. After 14 years of learning and growing, I had to come to the realization that I need to respect that the universe and all of nature runs under morality, the codes of morality. I needed to realize that I have to respect the only law that I obey to, and that is morality. We have to become moral. As I already said, if you do not become moral, don't expect freedom to show up at your doorstep. It's not going to work out, because it is not part of the equation. The equation is that the more moral you become through knowledge, exactly the knowledge that we share on the Mentalist channel, we become sober of ignorance through knowledge. The more moral you become, the more freedom you'll experience, and the more of your authentic self you will express. So what is not to like about this process? This is what I have to ask at this stage. Why are people so afraid of looking into their own psychology and become master of mental forces. They run away from themselves, many people, and they lose themselves in the alternative media bubble of just informing themselves, which is getting them nowhere. It's like a hamster's wheel. Now I'm just breaking the bad news for everyone here, but this is all the apocalypse is all about. It's the unveiling, and the time for the truth is here now. So, do you want out? You're very well guided to be a part here at the Gnostic Takeover. Also, you are being guided, and I'm so grateful that you've been guided here and are a part of this. You see, every week I will present the very best material in order, the very best material that I've got. When I say that I'm ready for the next level, I mean it. And I'm holding myself accountable to produce the absolute best material that I have, in order, structured, powerful, transformative information that can change your life for next to nothing. It's plant medicine intelligence. It's that what they most fear. It's this what has made me the danger. It's plant medicine intelligence. It's esoteric knowledge. This is what they most fear of people becoming real hermeticists, of people becoming real alchemists, information alchemists like I am. Because then you will access the magic that you are innately endowed with. It's natural intelligence that is plant medicine intelligence. This is the most hidden information and the most hidden knowledge on earth. They hate me speaking about this. They hate nothing more than me continuing on my journey, although I have had to pound my head against one rock after the other. With all the challenges that I've had to face the last year, especially. And still I keep going, because I know it's about endurance. Can you endure? Can you show discipline and keep going no matter what? Because that is what's going to activate your will, and it's going to activate your heart. What we'll be teaching at the Gnostic Takeover University in the Mentalist channel is everything they absolutely don't want you to know. They don't want you to know anything about it. And what they want you to do is never ever subscribe to the Mentalist channel of the Gnostic Takeover University. That's what they really don't want you to do. Because then you'll be connecting to plant medicine intelligence on a far deeper level, even without drinking the plant medicine. Okay? This is a great way of preparing yourself, for example, of maybe one day also drinking the plant medicine and having that sacred experience, very personal experience. When it's not the time now, then there's many things we can do before that time comes. Okay? And what I also need to point out and emphasize is that you won't find this information anywhere else. Forget it. No way, okay? This information has been provided especially to the Gnostic Takeover. There may be other people in the world who pick up on this information. However, the way we present it here, and that we are going to present it in the Gnostic Takeover University, is going to be absolutely unique. It's going to be big, It's going to be powerful because I know how dedicated I am. I know how much I always want to give my best for every single lecture that I'm going to make. As I said, there's a 1-hour presentation every week plus much more material that will be coming your way in times to come. All of this starts now. The Gnostic Takeover University is the next level of impact on changing the world. And I'm the first one to point out that we have to first start with ourselves. However, when we embark on this journey, as many of you listening here have already done, are in the middle of doing, just like I am, and we are on different stages of our development, on different stages of this transformation process that we cannot escape here on Earth. Okay, let me point this out. No one can escape this process of transformation here on Earth. No one. Because no one is above the natural order and the source that created it all. The Gnostic Takeover University is creating the next level of impact on changing the world and really becoming a force to be reckoned with. You see, here, the agenda has collapsed catastrophically here in Austria. It's amazing what has happened. They never ever had this planned, okay? They're removing all of the measures that have been in place at the end of June. And there's hardly any measures left, except in the hospitals and in the courts, yeah. You see how important psychology is? When you have good knowledge of psychology and become a master of mental forces, you will never have to end up in a hospital. When you know about law and how to apply law and set the law according to natural law principles and parameters, you will never have to go into a court setting, because they will know, the enemies of life will know that you know how the court system works. This is their jewelry. Psychology and law is information that they absolutely don't want you to know about. This is again why I say what you're going to learn is everything they don't want you to know. The agenda's collapsed completely here after they wanted to impose the forced gene therapy at the time. They had to take it back, and the whole agenda has collapsed here. Okay, when it comes to the Soviet regime. Of course, they're still implementing 5G technology, but watch that collapse also, okay, as we move forward in taking back the Earth. So, what has precipitated the catastrophic collapse of the agenda here in Austria was through the application of natural law principles, and that can only be like that. There's no other explanation. Because people may say, well, it probably was because there was so much resistance to it. So I was, when the news broke that they are imposing the forced gene therapy, I was in Vienna. There were about 200,000 people on the streets. There were about more than 1 million, or was it 1.5 million people on the streets in London before the invasion of Iraq in 2003. Did it stop that invasion? No. You know why? Because it is not an action that is anchored on the causal level of reality. The agenda has completely collapsed here in Austria because of the application of natural law principles and what comes from it. Okay? The power of the medicine. Remember again, there was an intervention that happened in St. Corona. Plant medicine intervention after they announced the measure, the ultimate measure. And through this plant medicine intervention and the power of the medicine, the whole agenda has collapsed, and that is due to the application of natural law principles, and which is also the reason why I am an authority on this topic. I've earned it, and I tell you, I am my biggest critic. That's also the reason why the time has come now. The time has come for me to go to the next level. I don't tell others to go to the next level. I invite everyone listening here to go to the next level with me. However, it's all just comes down to my own choice. And this is what has truly made the difference here in Austria. And it's because of what we have done. Okay, again, people will not want to hear that for some reason, because we are so programmed that we are not so powerful that we can do that. Well, again, I'll point you that I have already welcomed you to Wonderland, where everything is possible and where only we ourselves set the limit. People don't want to hear it when you say that due to the work that me and Liz have done with plant medicine in St. Corona and in other places, and applying natural law principles, the entire COVID regime and the agenda has collapsed catastrophically here in Austria, and that's due to the work that we've done. People don't want to hear that because they do not know that magic is the basis of life. It's because people don't see themselves as the agent of change, as the agent of power that will change everything here on earth. That's why you also can't be that, because they are not, because they stopped trusting in themselves. It's like Arthur Schopenhauer said, people perceive the limits of the world. People perceive their own limits to be the limits of the world. That's what it is. People perceive their own limits for the limits of the world. And it's wrong thinking. Okay? So let's continue. You see, the dystopia fails when you know what's behind it. I went there. I delved beyond the curtain. It's a fascinating place. And yeah, when you have an intention, you'll get there. Okay, don't worry. That's how life works. You see, mankind wants to live in freedom. Okay, this is what we're truly about. This is the time that has come now. Mankind wants to live in freedom. However, the thing is, who is ready to set the primal causes for that freedom to be manifest? Because freedom all starts with mental freedom. Freeing ourselves from mental slavery, as Bob Marley sang. Yeah, the mental slavery has to go first before the slavery can end outside of us. And that's up to each and every one of us to do that. And that's what we offer here to everyone. That's the real prison that mankind finds itself in. Unfortunately, we've been so marinating in wrong thinking, and we've been so accustomed to this program of mind control that we've been indoctrinated with, that we want freedom. However, many of mankind still to this day, having experienced the catastrophe of the last 2 years, they want freedom, but they do not want to accept and respect that there is a natural order and the principles of natural law that we have to align our behavior with in order to manifest that freedom. No one is coming to save you. That's just as truthful as I can get. Okay? It's an empire of mind control. Once again, it's an empire of mind control, and they know about the psychological workings of the human psyche, and they know that people want someone outside of them to save them. That's how they keep people under control. However, I have to break the bad news. There is absolutely no one that is coming to save you. That's why they've had the Trump psyop. Okay? And Q. All these stupid bots that they always put on my site on Telegram that I have to delete. No one is coming to save you, just as no one is coming to save me, just as no one is coming to save us. Also not the plant medicine. The plant medicine, just like the Gnostic Takeover University, teaches us and teaches you and teaches me that only we ourselves hold the keys to the kingdom of freedom. The truth is that there is only the knowledge and the application of the knowledge. Yeah, what knowledge am I talking about? Everything they don't want you to know. What knowledge am I talking about? Plant medicine intelligence, Central Intelligence Agency of Earth. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. It is what it is. That's what we have to respect with the truth. No one can run away from the truth, and the truth is what it is. You see, the old world is dying. It's a death cult that's behind the transhumanist agenda, the AI 5G imposition, and the implementation of the smart grid, where they are creating an electronic grid, the metaverse of Facebook, and everything that is being developed by DARPA has everything to do with technology to compensate for life. And that leads to death. The old world is dying, okay? And we need not hold on to it, because all it takes is an idea. This whole control system is nothing but an idea, and this whole mind control system is an idea that is based on the workings of trauma-based mind control. And that's what it is. So what we need to do is know how our psychology works, how the empire of mind control has set up our psychology and our way of thinking, okay, and let a new idea take root in the garden of our psyche. And the Gnostic Takeover University is there to water that plant, to water those plants who really want out of this control system. The idea is that a new paradigm is birthing. It's happening. No one can stop it, and I'm so happy that it's happening. And you see, this is where the Gnostic Takeover differs from many other opinion leaders or other influencers or people that narrate in the truth movement. There is no crisis coming at all. The crisis has already been here, and now the crisis is being solved. I mean, how much would that suck that because of the ignorance of people taking the gene therapy and therefore collapsing, and the system collapsing, and our financial Armageddon coming, and everyone falls into, then you've got chaos. And on the basis of chaos, you'll always create fascism and totalitarianism. This is not the world that I see. This is not the reality timeline that I see. Because what we are presenting here, when you connect on a deeper level to what we are coming forward with the Gnostic Takeover University, you'll be anchoring yourself also in a new timeline away from the crisis timeline. This is what's happening on Earth. Okay? It's not about more crisis and more drama and financial Armageddons and chaos. No. No crisis is coming when we take responsibility. That's what it's about. It's not about financial tsunamis and, oh, Deutsche Bank is collapsing. I've heard that in 2012. I heard that in 2015. I heard that it never happened. Never happened. So what logical conclusions can I draw when I keep hearing jack shit from these financial experts? It's not true. Why is it not true? Because financial axioms are not above natural law principles. They're not. AI algorithms that these financial centers work on are not above natural law principles of the natural order of the source that created it all. It's that simple. No crisis is going to happen here on Earth when we take responsibility. Period. The corona is here, and it's speaking to you right now. And it's spreading everywhere, and there is not a being throughout the multiverses that can stop it. That's what the dark occultists fear the most. The corona, the crown, the crowning of humanity, the power, the force, the source. Activation of innate intelligence, natural intelligence, plant kingdom intelligence, the intelligence that informs the Amazon rainforest, informs every other rainforest that's still here. We'll get back the rainforests. Nature will recover. Mankind will recover, and will usher in a beautiful new Earth. Welcome to Wonderland. The corona is here. It can't be stopped. All it's about, and this is the reason why there won't be any more crises, is learn the learning lesson and the problem ceases to exist. It's that simple. It's the school of life, and we need to learn the learning lesson that we need to take responsibility for ourselves, for all of mankind, not just for our family, for all of mankind, for all of Africa, for all of wherever in the world, Thailand, the Russians, the Indians, the native Indians, all cultures, all people of the earth. That's what the Gnostic Takeover takes full responsibility over. I take full responsibility over the earth, over all of mankind, because I am the power. I am the force. I express the will of creation for freedom. And I do not harm anybody. I want to help everybody. Assist and guide and learn. That's what I want to do. That's taking full responsibility. And that's how the problem ceases to exist, by learning the learning lesson. And the key is to have a strong foundation. That's what's the key. We need to have a strong foundation, and when we do not have the strong foundation, then our level of impact will only be at a certain level. Okay, so this is where we get to another aspect of the Gnostic Takeover University. I am introducing a new patronage model. It's a new student-teacher model, okay? And it means that the work is supported. Because you see, this is what I've been having my difficulties with the last few months. This is where I've stayed stuck, and just the other day I watched a really good video learning about marketing from someone, and he said that content creators are empaths and they do everything for everyone else, but they forget about themselves. And I was like, thank you for pointing it out to me. And you see, I'm not gonna put up with it anymore. And I'm taking full charge over my life, and I will be able to sustain myself, because you see, the work that I do, as you've been listening here for more than 1.5 hours, 1 hour 46 minutes, I do everything that I do to change the paradigm here. I just need to get some tea. It's been a very hard journey for me, and the model that I was working under before is not working for me anymore. I have to I fall into the stupidity of hope that people donate to the work that I do, and for everyone who has donated and who is a patron, you have kept this going. You have kept us going. However, this is nothing that is sustainable, and that's why the Gnostic Takeover University will not be for free. This is exclusive, deep knowledge that will be offered for a price that everyone can pay. That was at the heart of my intention, that everyone can come up with this. And that's how it is, because I need to be supported. And the old model just hasn't worked, and that's why I'm changing it. Very simple. It's a new student-teacher model where the students support the teacher, and also the students become the teacher. You see, this is an interactive model. It's not just me always being a teacher. I'm a student most of the day. I learn all the time. And you see, the production of the show gets better in relation to how much support is given. So the more people become patrons and subscribe to the Gnostic Takeover University, the more I can upgrade the level of videos. I can do better videos. I can invest more time in everything. And what it needs is support, and I have not been getting this support, which is the reason why I've been suffering the last few months. And it is what it is. I needed to go through this experience, and it only has made me stronger. And you see, the production will also get better, because in actual fact, I'll receive a new camera very soon. And part of that is also through a loan that I'm doing. So I'm already upping the ante. And yeah, there's a lot more amazing content coming your way. And the public channel will also continue to exist, but the best and most amazing information will be for the people who support the Gnostic Takeover. It had to be this way, because that's just how it has to be. You see, your support will help take the Gnostic Takeover to the next level. This is the truth. You see, I can't go to the next level, and it was my idealism that nearly crushed me. The idealism that, oh, I'll just give everything for free to everyone and it will work itself out. It has not. It has not. That's why I'm taking this step. And you see, many people are quick to blame the money makers and, oh, how bad the people in the banking industry, in the banking system are. But we need to recognize the mindset of what we've been programmed with, that, and need to realize that people like the Gnostic Takeover can only really thrive when they are supported. That's how it works. It's that simple. And you see, you'll get the best here, and you'll see the power of empathy. You see what it really is. I'm empathic. I had to go through many years of depression and heal myself of depression. That was part of my plant medicine learning. And through that, I had to make all of these experiences because I am a very strong empath. And that is a big strength when it comes to working with human beings. And integrity, my word is my bond. I will only ever give my best for my family of mankind. And that's what you'll get. That's what it will be worth every minute of your time to sign up to the Gnostic Takeover University. You see, I can show you the door, but you have to open it. And the first two episodes of the Mentalist channel will be uploaded here on YouTube for everyone to watch. So you get a glimpse of what it is about. So you see that I'm raising it to the next level. You'll want to be a part of it. Unless the Gnostic Takeover is not for you. Or you just want to follow this channel. That's also okay. However, for everyone who's been a part of this journey here, who likes the content that we're sharing here, you are going to love it. Absolutely love it. And yeah, that's what we've got for everyone. It's a choice one has to make, and I'm happy for everyone to join, because what we want to create also with the Gnostic Takeover University is authentic relationships with each other. Through all of this, I've basically lost all my friends that I used to have. I only have Liz in my life now, the only one who really understands me, because I've completely changed my life. I had to. And that's why I'm starting new. It's not because I'm it's not because I'm sociophobic, that I have fear of being with people. No, it's because I had to dig so deep to get to this level of information. I had to risk my life, even going to St. Corona and rescuing a mother and a child from a satanic pedophile ring. That's what I did. Me and Liz have given everything to be able to share this information with you, and there will only be a win-win situation when you sign up for it. If you don't like it, you can leave anytime you want. Okay, so all you will be supporting are real, authentic people like me and Liz, going to the next level, and we'll get to know each other also. I want to create a team also at the Gnostic Takeover, all across the world, to inspire each other, motivate each other, get to know each other, because we're brothers and sisters of the family of mankind, if truth be told. And you, by listening here already, you are directly involved in creating the new paradigm reality. And everyone who joins the Gnostic Takeover University will be directly involved in creating the new paradigm. It's a new timeline. The old is dying, is death, is dead, and we are creating the new. We can only create our way out. We cannot think our way out, we have to create our way out. So, join us on the journey. You've been on the journey with us here. Maybe you've got other channels that give you more of an inspiration, of insight, and I wish you good luck with that. However, I'm happy. Everyone listening here, come join us on the journey and become a patron on Patreon. Not only are we doing this here on YouTube, we're here to take over YouTube, we're here to take over Patreon, we're here to take over Facebook. We're taking it all back. We're taking back the earth. This is what it is. This is what we do here. And to become a patron, you find the link underneath in the description below. You find the very first thing in the description is the Patreon page. And go and take a look. There's 5 tiers that I've set up, because there's just one tier that I've pointed out for you today, and that is the Mentalist channel. That's only one tier, and I'll be talking more about the others in times to come. So basic access to the Gnostic Takeover University is for $13.69 per month. Okay, everyone can afford that. Everyone can afford that, and you'll be making all the difference for us. And you'll get ultimate knowledge. Okay, ultimate knowledge presented to you. You'll be supporting us, we'll be supporting you, and that's the new paradigm. It's a win-win situation for all. And you see the Mentalist channel, as I said, this is the channel that I recommend for now to everyone. This is what I'm proposing first, with others to come. It gives you access to the weekly newsletter, which will be all about self-transformation, natural law, and the nature of reality. What I put into my life to be the power, the force to be reckoned with. You get a weekly newsletter to your email address. 2, you get access to the Gnostic Takeover University, obviously, and to all the material of the Mentalist channel. 3, you'll get access to a private Telegram group that I and Liz will be supervising, and we will write down all the questions, okay, and we'll put them to use for all the questions that people have. 4, access to private Discord server, so there we can also chat, okay, people can chat with each other, and that access is amazing. We'll have a communication channel 24 hours a day where people can just hop on and have a chat. 5, a monthly Zoom call for Q&As. Every month, everyone who's a part of the Gnostic Takeover University can ask questions, and we'll delve into that or talk about things that matter. Okay, talk about a subject. Okay, and 6 is questions get answered in monthly video. I'll be doing a monthly video where I will jot down questions from the private Telegram group that I can't answer to its full depth, but I'll jot it down and cover it in a monthly video. So that's what you get for $13.69 a month. You've got the 369 in there, the 369 sequence that holds the key to the universe. And so there you've got everything there. Yeah, as I've said, okay, it's my birthday tomorrow, and this is also a launch. So we, at the moment, you see my website that I want to change now, because I'm really motivated to also set up the website properly, which I've not done for the last 3 years because I've been so busy. I want to get that done, but my website has been blocked. There's €130 that I have to pay in to the company that I have the domain with, and €130 is like going up the Mount Everest the last few months. It's been so difficult for us. However, I know that the tide is turning now with the actions that I'm taking, and because I just continue doing the work no matter what. So any donation you can make, now is the time to do it. Really, you can make a PayPal donation over stevey@gmex.at. Don't be surprised if you get the name of my mother sent back to you. For some reason, I am not able to change that, but it arrives at the right place. And here are the bank account details. My bank account was scrapped because I am the danger to them. However, we still have this bank account where you can transfer support and free donations onto, and this will make all the difference because it will arrive at the right people with the right intentions. And yeah, it's part of building authentic relationships. That trust is built with time, and that's why we're here, to get to know each other with time and build the trust, because we can trust life and there are good people out there. Okay, just as I'm talking here and just as you are listening. So thank you for your support, and thank you for being here with us. It means everything to us. And there's also a lot more coming your way here on the public channel here on YouTube. We'll just keep going. So this is it. I've done more than 2 hours here, and I'm really happy with it. Grateful for the experience. So thank you to everyone who was a part here of the birthing of the Gnostic Takeover University. I could only say as much as I said here now, but there's so much more information that I can share on the vision that we have, and that will all come in due time. So I'll also, just to say this at the end, I will also do a Zoom call in the next week or so to get your take on the transformation of the Gnostic Takeover, and also get some inspiration or some ideas also from you, because this is where we come together, because we all are in this together. We all went through the crisis since 2020, and we are all the solution to this crisis, and we build and create the new paradigm together. Thank you for listening here. Thank you for joining me once again. My heart goes out to you, and I wish you all the very best. Till next time, take very good care, and bye bye.